Patience.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Dontavius, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Good Vibe Central, as I like to call it, and other names. Today, we're going to keep going with our series with talking about the intros with the 9 new girl group debuting from the show Youth With You Season 2. Love to see it. Made 2 videos already with Luke Karan and Kang Sha'ar, and today going down the list in terms of rankings. And again, don't think too much about rankings. That was just for the show. We want to treat the girl all like equals and all these good things. Of course, again, Lucian, X Queen at center, which is like kind of relevant, but whatever. In terms of the other girls and everything else, we're all on the same page, all on the same level. Today we're gonna be talking about Xiao Xiaotang. She's one of my favorites. Again, I mean, they're all my favorites, really. I have reasons to call all of them my favorites because they all have something special that they bring to the group. They're all so unique. I was just watching their live stream that they were having, first live stream since the show was over, and they just all, that you can tell they vibe well together. They're just having a good time together, and spending so much time together. You know, you see how their relationships have built over time. So you know, it's great to see them kind of again. But anyway, with Xiao Xiaotang, her stage name Xiaotang Xiao, which is like, you know, the English whatever English name, but her birth name is Xiao Xiaotang. Her birthday April 2nd 97, 23 years old currently. Zodiac sign, if you guys care about that, is Aries, and then her height 172 centimeters or 5'8". Going on to her appearance, I love her long silky black hair. She's able to change it to a bunch of, you know, different hairstyles depending on the stage, depending on the vibes. She's really good again at making aesthetics her own and making her own character. Fills in nicely. She's tall and athletic, which is really showcased in Ambush on All Sides 2 when she did that flip, and then other times like in the Wanna See You Revenge stage, she was doing a couple of dance routines in there, and also in the evaluation stage, she had some moments in there where she kind of showcased her dance repertoire and her skill set. She's very athletic, particularly for her height. That's really important because it makes it all the more, you know, explosive when she does cool things on stage. Going on again with her appearance, she has like a contagious smile and laugh. The times that she was chilling with the girls on the show, because again, Youth With You 2, big on, you know, relationships and bonds and, you know, emotional and all that good stuff. Xiao Xiaotang kind of fit that characteristic in perfectly. One of the reasons why she got so many votes and why she's debuting is because she had good relationships and good energy and good vibes in general with the other girls on the show. Her laugh so contagious, you know. When she's laughing, I'm laughing. When she cries, I cry. Like literally every single time we had like a elimination stage, Youth With You Season 2, again, those stages, you know, dreaded those stages. You know, she was crying almost every single time, and I felt that with her because you almost kind of live the show through her almost, you know, as a catalyst, as someone that's, you know, watching the show. So as viewers, we definitely bonded with Xiao Xiaotang because of her amazing personality and just her, you know, again, contagious smile and laughter fills us all with happiness and all the good vibes. And also going on to her stage, I mean, transformative expressions, and what that kind of means is she kind of like makes, you know, expressions into her own on stage, and it's where it fits in perfectly. Some girls are passionate and some girls have expressions that are fierce like an Anchi, but with Xiao Xiaotang, it's more, you know, fits her agenda at the same time fitting the aesthetic of the stage, and it molds in naturally. I think with her kind of look, she has like, you know, a more, you know, Chinese authentic look, and that kind of, you know, brings it in to the more for, you know, viewers in China. Obviously important because it's a Chinese girl group, C-pop girl group. So again, with Xiao Xiaotang, you know, that goes in ties with her blazing aesthetic. And what I mean by that is just, again, I keep referencing Ambush on All Sides 2 because in that performance, she was just so like, I don't know, it's just like when she came out in the very beginning, you know, her just like the way she looked into the camera, and I'll be sure to show, you know, some of it when we talk about the stage and the focus cameras. She does so well to kind of make her look like it's like the stage is on fire around her, and all the girls, you know, compliment her very well. She also understands her teammates very well, so she's able to, you know, blend in her aesthetic to match, but also make it explosive. You know, a lot of girls have this as well, but it's like if they do it well, I like to mention it. Of course, I'll talk a little bit more about the stages when we go into it, but a little bit about her history here. She's a folk dance specialist, came in through with the evaluations with Kang Sha'ar. They did that dance, and Xiao Xiaotang kind of had that, you know, authentic look coming in, and, you know, we love to see that. She did go to Beijing Dance Academy. Her family is quite prestigious and quite wealthy, so they were able to, you know, put her through that, and it's probably where she kind of picked up more dance skills and kind of honed and sharpened her abilities. And then also I saw a show of her in the past. I was on live streaming and I saw a clip of Xiao Xiaoteng. She had like this sexy vibe that I didn't really see on Youth With You, but it just kind of like proved more and more like how good she feels music and how, you know, how talented she is in that show clip that I saw. And there's not that much that I could find about her history, if I'm being honest. So if you guys know any cool like quirks and little things about her history, you know, that's worth mentioning, feel free to put it down in the comments. You know, I'll love to know a little bit more about a girl that I'm gonna be standing with all my heart, right? But what I love personally about Xiao Xiaoteng from the time that I saw her on Youth With You season 2 in those many months that I spent watching the show is just that her personality is so shiny. It's a shiny personality, like. And I think, again, that was one of the reasons why she got so many votes and so many girls fell in love with her, because she is just so nice and she vibes so well with all the girls on the shows and even the mentors. Everyone loved being around her. You know, in a show like that, again, it's very important to have a personality like that. And for her, it's natural. She didn't have to force anything. She was just being herself. And that's why, you know, she is where she is now here in the top 9. The personality bit of it has a big part to do with that. And then kind of going down and transitioning from her personality, she's an amazing teammate. She's really empathetic with the other girls. She vibes really well. She understands them, understands their weaknesses, understands when she needs to take responsibility, you know, and have them depend on her. When you have a strong group like the 9, you always know you can kind of lean on Xiao Xiaoteng just in case, you know, things go awry or you need, you know, a strong, you know, a foundation to lean on. She's definitely there for that. Her sense for responsibility for others will play a big role here in the 9, transitioning from Youth With You season 2, which I think will make the girl group, you know, all the more stronger throughout their run together. And again, I kind of mentioned it a little earlier, but with her beauty and athleticism and like her height and all these good things, and then also her vocal strength, it just elevates the stage all the more. You know, again, when you have so many girls in the 9, you're going to need girls like a Xiao Xiaoteng to keep things, you know, fresh, keep things interesting and pretty to look at. She does that, you know, emphatically. She doesn't lower any of the quality in the stage. She elevates it all the more. And again, and I said a little bit earlier, she brings a traditional, you know, Chinese look to the group. You know, a lot of people in my comments are saying, you know, it's important to have that, is particularly in the C-pop group, because it kind of like founded in the roots of, you know, Chinese music and all these good things, from her folk dance to her singing and Ambition All Sides too. You know, they can definitely resonate with that. People from all kind of generations, you know, old and new, can kind of appreciate her for what she is, and, you know, and love the girl group all the more. And then also, like, the last thing kind of like I really love about Xiao Xiaoteng is, like, you know, people were saying to her, you know, to her face, that she wasn't good enough or she didn't fit the, you know, the agenda to be a traditional girl in a girl group. And, you know, that really got to her, where she would mention it during the times where she was, you know, put in her particular rank during elimination days. And she had said, you know, people said that to her. And, you know, everyone that voted for her, including myself, was like, that's not true. You know, you definitely, you know, have a place here. And she's going to, and now it's definitely facts, you know, no one can deny, you know, her importance or who she is. So she proved everyone wrong the right way, went about it the right way with her stage, her personality. And she has a lot more work to do with the girl group, but she's here now, and we love to see it. My favorite stage moments with Xiao Xiaoteng, but Want to See You, Team B from the Revenge stage. The lead rapper, she kind of had that rap role that Louis Sheen had from Want to See You, and she filled out perfectly. She had no laps, you know. She kind of proved there she has the potential to be like a lead rapper in the song, just in case you need her there. And I think she, again, going back to her being, you know, dependable, this kind of shows her vocal repertoire and strength and range, that she can go and sing stably, she can rap stably, she can bring what you need to the girl group. Team B, shout out to that team. You know, Yu Zhang was in that team as well, Medi Fu. You know, that was an awesome stage for a Revenge stage. But Xiao Xiaoteng, she had like a spin in there, showcasing her folk dance skills, rap skills. It kind of just showed what she can bring to the table, and she did it effortlessly. Wasn't even trying, if I'm being honest. So we love to see that. And then when Ambush on All Sides 2, probably one of my favorite stages, you know, both the Yuyan stage, Zhang Kenny, and then also this one with Xiao Xiaoteng, Zhou Shin, and those girls. But for Xiao Xiaoteng, came out with the cartwheel. That was just, you know, insane. No hands, you know, look, ma, no hands type deal. But on there, I definitely will say this: she was a stage controller. She had, like, the moment the lights came on and you saw her in that stage in Ambush on All Sides 2, I was like, man, you know, she's awesome and amazing. Her and 3, both of them were really good on that stage. But Xiao Xiaoteng, you know, I couldn't really keep my eyes off of her, particularly unless the camera was just off her. But if it was like a group setting, your eyes were on her, because she is that, you know, stunning and that controlling on stage when she wants to be, if she needs to be. So, and we love to see that. And then also going going back to the athleticism, ability to showcase her skills and talents whenever she needs to do it. Again, if you need something to just keep things fresh, keep things interesting, keep things entertaining, go to Xiao Ting, because she will definitely do that for you, and she won't just keep it consistent, she'll elevate it all the more, and we'd love to see that. And then last, I put Hunt and I Won't Give Up kind of together here because it kind of proves the same point, to where she doesn't need to have a big role on stage to be relevant or to be important on stage. And what I mean by that is that she fills in beautifully, especially if you have so many girls on stage. If they're not going to have a big role, they have to have something in the background or something, or transitions to them, to where it's natural, it's seamless, and it's not forced. And Xiao Ting does that for your team, and she'll do that for the 9. So both in Hunt and I Won't Give Up, she didn't have particularly large roles, but when I watched her focus cameras though, she looked great. She looked amazing. She didn't have any sort of like lapse of performances, filled it in perfectly, and she do that perfect with the 9. And it's really important to do that with this type of group, because again, you have big hitters on the team like a Louis Sheen, a Kiki, a Yuan, a Baby Monster Anchi. Like you have so many good girls, so many good talented girls, that when the spotlight is not on you, you still have to be putting in work and making the whole group flesh out and great. And then also when it does go on her for big moments, she will 100% pull it off from all of the facts and stages and moments that I said earlier in this video. So that's how you know Xiao Ting is a great girl for this girl group, and she'll fill it in great, and she'll never ever disappoint you, and that's just facts. But anyway, it's been your boy Dontavius. That's really it for Xiao Ting and watching her stages. I love her. The most important thing about her is her personality. I think that's the most important thing. You kind of say the same thing about like a Yu Shushin in that regard, or Shaking. Like those girls have great personalities, but I think Xiao Ting's, her vibes are so good and so great, and it just makes it so easy to fall in love with her. I didn't really see any complaints really about her being a top 9, so that kind of shows again that, you know, she has a little place, a little bit at least, in every single person's heart, and especially her stands and fans. And of course, if you're like me, you stand the whole girl group, including Xiao Ting, and we love to see her debut. Can't wait to see more content from them. But anyway, if you haven't already, join the Discord. I'll say it every video because we're popping over there. We're live. Stream over there, have good vibes, listen to music, chill out. Other than that, tomorrow we're making a video about Anchi, one of my favorite girls again on the show. I say that about every single girl, but I mean, there's all of them are just so awesome and so cool. And I'm starved for content. I know a lot of people, you guys are starved for content, so this is kind of keeping me, you know, engaged with the girls while we're getting into them their debut coming up soon. I love making these videos. I love paying homage and my respects. This is me paying my respect to the girls. So I'll make sure I do every single girl and give them as much love as I can. You know, I don't really care if these videos get a lot of views. Not about that. It's really about me giving them the love. And then of course, for you guys that love the 9, you know, support them in any way you can, whether it's following them on our social media accounts, following their live streams, all these good things. You know, keep the vibes positive, keep them all great. As for me, that's it for now. I'll see you tomorrow. Be good, be safe, have great vibes, and I'll see you soon. Sayonara.